In the year 52,743, the galaxy believed it knew everything. Alien empires sprawled across star systems, fighting wars, claiming planets, and building fleets that could crush entire civilizations. Humans, however, had been absent from galactic affairs for thousands of years. Earth was quiet, isolated, and largely forgotten. But the galaxy had been wrong. On the tallest spire of the United Earth Complex, in the capital city of New Seoul, the Supreme Council convened. For centuries, it had remained silent, observing, learning, and waiting. Now, at the edge of the galactic map, its chamber glowed with energy unknown to alien civilizations. The council members, humans of every age, every specialty, sat in perfect formation. Their faces were calm, but their presence carried authority older than empires. "Today," said Chancellor Aaron, voice echoing in the vast chamber, "we speak once more, and the galaxy will tremble at our words." Outside the council chambers, fleets of human ships rose from hidden orbital docks. Sleek, massive, and brimming with unknown power, these ships reflected centuries of secret advancement. No alien sensors could detect them yet, but soon, every empire in the galaxy would feel their presence. In the Dravari Dominion, Admiral Vorn scowled at the readings. "Sensors are detecting something. A fleet? Impossible. Humans vanished thousands of years ago." His officers whispered among themselves. Could it be true? Could humans, once considered weak, insignificant, and divided, return with power rivaling the largest empires? Back on Earth, the Supreme Council activated the communication arrays. Across light years, a single signal pulsed a declaration that would reach every corner of the galaxy. Alien systems scrambled to interpret it. Some saw it as a threat, others as a warning, and a few could not comprehend it at all. Within the council chambers, Aaron raised a hand. "This is not a threat. It is a reminder. We exist, we endure, and now we are ready to act." The humans in the chamber studied holographic star maps of alien empires, their fleets, and hidden outposts. Every movement was calculated. Every strategy anticipated. The galaxy had assumed humans were disorganized, unpredictable, weak. But humans had been learning quietly, mastering technology, tactics, and knowledge far beyond alien comprehension. In a distant sector, alien fleets detected. Energy spikes from the Sol system. Panic spread. Messages were sent to leaders, fleets prepared to respond, but none could predict what was coming. The humans moved with precision, their intentions unknown yet undeniable. "Do you think they will attack?" asked a young officer. "In one alien warship, attack?" the admiral scoffed. "They've been gone for centuries. If this is an attack, it is unlike anything we have ever seen or felt." On Earth, the Supreme Council remained calm. "Let them see our power," Aaron said. "Not as conquerors, but as the voice of humanity. Let the galaxy realize we were never weak. Let them understand that when humans speak, the stars themselves must listen." The first ships launched, emerging from orbital hangars into the void. They moved in perfect formation, silent, graceful, and brimming with controlled energy. Each vessel radiated power, yet none threatened life. Their presence alone was a warning. The era of underestimating humanity was over. Alien systems monitored the rise of the human fleet with disbelief. Every empire, every commander, every historian realized something terrifying. Humans had returned. Not as explorers, not as refugees, not as minor players, but as a species ready to assert their will, their judgment, and their supremacy. The galaxy had slept while humanity prepared. Now it would awaken. The Supreme Council had spoken, and the galaxy trembled. The Supreme Council had spoken, and the galaxy was listening. Across light years, alien empires froze as a single signal pulsed through space. It was not a threat, not a demand, not even a warning, but a statement. A human declaration that reminded the universe that Earth still existed, and that humans were no longer the species to be underestimated. On the bridge of the Aurora Solis, flagship of Earth's hidden fleet, Admiral Kale watched the signals spread. Across the galaxy, "Message delivered," he said. "Now we wait for their reaction." Across the Dravari Dominion, alarms blared in every command center. Admiral Vorn's clawed hand shook as he read the energy spikes and decoded the human transmission. "Impossible," he muttered. This is not just a message. It is power. Every sensor reports energy, coordination, intelligence. Beyond comprehension. In the Andari Empire, scientists analyze the signal. "They are everywhere," whispered a technician. "Every system, every frequency. The humans are projecting control across the galaxy, and yet they have not fired a weapon." The aliens panicked. Fleets were ordered into defensive formations. Commanders debated. Should they respond? Should they attack? Or should they wait, hoping humans were bluffing? But the humans did not bluff. Every movement of their fleet, every calculation of their technology, every pulse of energy revealed one truth. They were in control. Back on Earth, the Supreme Council convened in the Grand Chamber. Holograms displayed alien fleets, political centers, and hidden outposts across the galaxy. "Observe them," Chancellor Aaron said. "Notice their panic. They measure us by the past, by our absence. Let them understand the present." In orbit above the Sol system, human fleets moved into strategic positions. Ships of all sizes glimmered with unknown energy. Some vessels hovered near neutral zones, while others advanced toward old war hubs, disabling automated defenses, not with weapons, but by understanding the systems better than their creators ever did. Alien leaders realized, too late, that humans had mastered the galaxy in their absence. Fleets could not coordinate against them. Defense grids were neutralized silently. Their presence alone exposed weaknesses, vulnerabilities, and lies that empires had juries. "They are not attacking," said an Andari officer. "They are showing us the truth." But what truth? In the council chambers, Aaron spoke quietly. "The galaxy believes humans are weak. They believe we are divided. They believe we fear their fleets. They are wrong. They always have been wrong." The Supreme Council had prepared for this moment for millennia. While empires fought among themselves, humans quietly advanced in technology, strategy, and knowledge. Their fleets moved as if alive, responding faster than alien sensors could detect, anticipating actions before they were taken. Alien envoys sent messages. Fleets tried maneuvers, but humans did not engage in battle. Their intent was clarity, not destruction. Every empire, every fleet, every world now realized that humans had returned not to conquer, but to assert dominance through wisdom and precision. Admiral Kale looked at the stars. "The message is simple," he said. "Humans endure. Humans survive. Humans return." And the galaxy must remember this truth. Across the vast expanse of space, alien commanders whispered in fear. They had underestimated humans for thousands of years. Now every empire, every fleet, and every planet knew that humanity had returned, and that the balance of the galaxy would never be the same again. The Supreme Council had not just sent a decree, they had awakened the galaxy. And every eye turned toward Earth. The galaxy had never faced silence like this. Every empire, every fleet, every intelligence network strained to understand the humans' next move. The Supreme Council of Earth, long dormant, had now revealed that it was awake, and its knowledge was beyond anything the galaxy had imagined. In the grand chamber of New Sol, holographic displays floated in the air, showing star systems ancient, battle maps, and civilizations long forgotten. The council members walked among them, their eyes calm, their movements precise. Every human present radiated control, experience, and patience. Chancellor Aaron spoke softly, yet every word carried weight. We have endured while others fell. We have waited while the galaxy played its games. Now we act with knowledge that no other species possesses. Outside Earth, human fleets shifted silently. They moved toward sectors marked as strategic by the Council, regions that held secrets of the ancients. Abandoned stations, relics of civilizations that had tried and failed to dominate, now awaited humans. Every structure, every weapon, every data archive was a puzzle, one that humans could solve effortlessly. On one ancient station, engineers unlocked a dormant AI core. Lights flickered and systems roared to life, revealing star maps, weapon schematics, and tactical data from civilizations older than most stars. The AI spoke in a voice older than any living species. You have returned, humans. Others failed to endure. They lacked patience, foresight, and restraint. You have survived. You are ready. The humans studied the data carefully, moving with precision. Their goal was not conquest, but understanding. They cataloged knowledge of lost fleets, hidden stations, and weapons of unimaginable power. They learned histories of empires that had risen and fallen due to arrogance. Across the galaxy, alien leaders panicked. How can they understand this? Asked a Dravari admiral. These systems, no living species could unlock them. Yet humans, they do it effortlessly. Admiral Vorn's hands trembled. They must have preserved knowledge. They must have waited. They must have learned the galaxy while we fought each other. Indeed, humans had done exactly that. For millennia, Earth's council had remained silent, observing, calculating, and mastering the galaxy's secrets. They had waited for the perfect moment to reveal their strength. In orbit around the ancient station, Captain Lyra of the human fleet spoke to her crew. Every empire believes humans vanished because we were weak. They were wrong. We survived, we learned, and now we will show them the truth. The AI pulsed, its energy harmonizing with the human fleet. Humans are recognized. You possess wisdom, patience, and strategy unmatched by any other species. The galaxy must adapt to your presence. For the first time, alien spies and scouts saw humans not as a minor species, but as keepers of knowledge and power. The fleets, stations, and governments that had once laughed at Earth now faced a species that had mastered ancient technology, hidden strategy, and galactic secrets. Chancellor Aaron addressed the council and fleet. We act not with anger, but with clarity. The galaxy must understand. Humans are not to be underestimated. We endure. We survive, and we return stronger than any force you have known. As the human fleet moved to integrate the newly unlocked knowledge into their strategies, the aliens began to comprehend the terrifying reality. The humans had not just returned, they had outlearned, outmaneuvered, and outlasted every empire in the galaxy. The Supreme Council had awakened. And the galaxy would never underestimate humanity again. The human fleet moved silently, yet with unstoppable precision. Across the stars, alien empires scrambled in panic, realizing that their years of power and planning were meaningless against humans who had mastered strategy, technology, and foresight beyond comprehension. On the bridge of the Aurora Solis, Admiral Kale watched alien fleets attempt maneuvers. Every action they took was anticipated, neutralized, or rendered irrelevant. Not a single human ship fired a weapon. Yet the balance of power shifted instantly. In the Dravari Dominion, Admiral Vorn slammed his clawed hands on the command table. Impossible! He roared. Humans are not only back, they control the entire sector without fighting. Even the Andari Empire, known for cunning and espionage, could not comprehend what they were seeing. Ships that were thought invincible were bypassed, defenses shut down silently, and communication networks rerouted without destruction. Humanity had revealed the flaws in every empire's assumptions, and the galaxy trembled. On Earth, the Supreme Council observed it all calmly. Chancellor Aaron addressed the assembly, his voice calm but commanding. "We act not to destroy, not to conquer. We act to show the truth." The galaxy believed humans weak, divided, irrelevant. They were wrong. And now they will understand. The human fleet's movements were almost artistic. Strategic points were claimed, vital systems secured, and ancient weapons caches neutralized, all without a single casualty. It was a demonstration of restraint, power, and intelligence. The galaxy began to realize humans had returned not to dominate, but to assert their presence with clarity and authority. Alien commanders whispered in fear and awe. "They are perfect," said a young officer. "They do not panic, they do not attack, they simply exist. And everything we built crumbles before them." Admiral Kale observed the alien panic with a quiet satisfaction. "The galaxy has underestimated humans for thousands of years," he said. "It is time they learn the truth." Even the largest empires could not respond effectively. Fleets froze mid-maneuver, unable to adapt. Communication networks failed, automated defenses collapsed, and stations once thought impregnable were exposed. Every illusion of power had been shattered. In the center of the Solaria hub, the Supreme Council projected their presence across the stars. Their message was not a threat, not a warning, but a revelation. Humans endure, humans learn, humans return. Stronger than anyone imagined, alien envoys tried diplomacy, pleading, or bluffing, but humans ignored them. Their purpose was not negotiation, it was demonstration. The galaxy now understood that humans were not a species to challenge lightly. They had survived, adapted, and returned with knowledge, power, and patience unmatched. The human fleet glimmered across the void like a living entity. Its presence alone forced alien empires to reconsider everything: alliances, strategies, and long-held assumptions. "This is the end of our arrogance," whispered one alien admiral. "We thought we controlled the galaxy, but humans control it in ways we cannot comprehend." On Earth, Chancellor Aaron smiled faintly. "Let them see our power. Let them understand restraint. Let the galaxy tremble and learn." The fleets of alien empires retreated to reconsider, to regroup, and to accept the reality. Humans were no longer a minor species. They were the species that could outlast, outlearn, and outmaneuver every other civilization. The galaxy had trembled. And humanity had risen. The galaxy had never been this silent. Alien empires froze in awe as the human fleet radiated control and calm authority. Planets that once feared each other now watched the humans with a mixture of fear, respect, and disbelief. On the bridge of the Aurora Solis, Admiral Kale stood before the main observation window. Countless ships glimmered across the stars, each humming with unknown energy. The humans did not attack, did not threaten, but their presence alone spoke volumes. Every empire now understood. Humans were back, and they were unmatched. Chancellor Aaron addressed the Supreme Council. "We have shown the galaxy our return, but we do not seek war. We do not seek conquest. We are the guardians of knowledge, wisdom, and balance." The humans moved with precision, securing vital systems and ensuring that chaos would not consume the galaxy. Defense stations were realigned under human guidance, trade routes were stabilized, and fleets were integrated into coordinated patrols, all without a single planet suffering destruction. Alien leaders convened in panic, then in quiet acceptance. Admiral Vorn of the Dravari Dominion spoke reluctantly. They are beyond us, not just in power, but in judgment. They do not act recklessly. They are wise. Indeed, humanity had returned stronger than anyone imagined, not only in technology and fleets, but in strategy, patience, and endurance. Their victory was not in destruction, but in control through wisdom. Across the galaxy, humans broadcast messages. Their voice was calm but commanding. We endure because we survive. We return because the galaxy must remember balance. We act not to dominate, but to protect and guide. Fleets of alien civilizations listened in awe. They could not deny the truth. Humanity had waited, observed, and learned. While empires fought, humans studied, adapted, and perfected their craft. The galaxy had assumed humans were weak. They had been wronged in the Supreme Council chamber. Holographic maps showed empires and fleets now cooperating under human guidance. Wars paused, conflicts subsided, and secrets long hidden were revealed, not for destruction, but for understanding. Humans had restored order. Admiral Kale turned to the crew. We do not rule through fear. We do not conquer for pride. We lead through wisdom. Let the galaxy see that humanity is not only strong, but responsible. The alien fleets, once confident in their supremacy, now bowed not in fear, but in respect. Every empire, every planet, every species had to acknowledge that humans were the dominant force in the galaxy, not because they crushed civilizations, but because they had endured, learned, and returned with patience and foresight unmatched. Chancellor Aaron's voice echoed across the council chamber. The galaxy will remember this day. Humanity has returned. We are not conquerors. We are not invaders. We are the species that ensures balance. The universe has trembled at our return, and it will never doubt Earth again. The human fleet shimmered across the stars, calm, deliberate, and unstoppable. Their presence alone enforced order. Alien empires adjusted strategies, rebuilt alliances, and accepted a new reality. Humans were the guardians of the galaxy. The illusions of the past were gone. Arrogance, fear, and underestimation had been replaced by awe and respect. Humanity had risen above chaos, survived every challenge, and claimed its place not with weapons alone, but with wisdom, endurance, and vision. The galaxy had learned a lesson it would never forget. When humanity speaks, the stars themselves must listen.